Today we're talking Tudor and their Black Bay Black.
You ask questions and I answer.
Kind of like Gary V, but like for watches.
Boom, watch fan! Welcome to episode 37 of ASKTNH. It's Baselworld. There's nothing else going on in the world. I've put my entire life on halt. What the fuck is that? Hold? Shit. You know what? This is a bad start. Let's just get into the questions.
What do you think about Tudor's new Black Bay releases?
Okay, Caleb posted a market reaction to the Tudor releases at Baselworld yesterday. So I think for a really in-depth review, or not review at all, a really in-depth kind of look at the releases from Tudor, and I put a link to the market reaction. That's where you should find your real the real TNH market reaction to this. But I'll give my brief thoughts and brief. The three watches that I thought were the most that got the most attention on Instagram and on social media were the Black Bay Dark, the Black Bay Bronze, and the Black Bay 36. Okay, Black Bay Dark. I think it's a good size-ish at 41 millimeters. It's not offensive. I think the design is really cool. I think it really does look good. I think it's an appealing watch. No strings attached to take all of my preconceptions about Tudor or about watches away. And I think it's a cool-looking watch. I don't think it'll look cool on the bracelet, but I haven't seen it really in the flesh yet, so I don't know. The Black Bay Bronze, I think it's a ridiculous-looking watch. I think that they have no understanding of color because it just washes itself out. The bronze packs no punch because it's all bronze. I don't know what I would have done per se, but play with Photoshop a little more. That's all Tudor's doing, playing with Photoshop. I think that the strap choice was awful. I just don't think they nailed it out of the park with that one. I think the bronze case is interesting, and that could be done well, even though it's going to patina awfully. But I don't think it was executed well, especially at 43 millimeters. It's way too big. And then my final thought was on the Black Bay 36. And it's not a Black Bay. I mean, it's not a dive watch. I mean, look at the bezel. It's smooth bezel. There's nothing, it's a dress watch or a casual watch, but it's certainly not a dive watch. So I don't know what the f Tudor was thinking about putting on the Black Bay line. So those are my thoughts about the watches. Much more importantly, and I want you guys all to kind of think about this from a different angle. Okay, Tudor is not catering to us. Tudor's a big company, and these are people with jobs, and they have to make the Tudor bottom line, profitable. They're just trying to make money, and that's perfectly fine, because if I was at Tudor, I probably wouldn't be doing things that differently. We are the watch fam, right? The watch community, people who give a shit about watches enough to make an Instagram dedicated to them, disproportionately care about watches. And I'm not saying that Tudor should ignore us and what we want, and what, they shouldn't cater to us at all. But we are not the market. We're a very, very, very small percentage of the people that are buying watches from Tudor or from anyone. So our opinions really don't matter much beyond blogs, and the kind of realms in which people really care. So I think people, the mass community, 95% of the market buying these watches, they would look at any of these reviews and any of our posts and the amount of time we're putting into this, and they would say, what the fuck? Are you guys nuts? It's a f***ing watch. And that's fine that they feel that way, but we have to understand that that's who Tudor's really catering to. So I think that Tudor understands that they have a really big advantage in a retail shop, in a Tourneau, because the 45-year-old guy that walks into Tourneau in the $3,000 to $5,000 range that sees the Tudor name, they're going to be attracted to it. They remember Tudor. It was a brand of the past, and it was a Rolex brother. So they have big leverage there. And to push that further, so they have the introduction. But then to kind of seal the deal, Tudor does things that kind of just looks cool. They just look cool, right? The bronze case. Some 45-year-old guy is going to look at that and say, bronze? That is so cool. And he's going to buy it. And Tudor has his $4,000. So we have to really understand our value in the market and how it's really not that high monetarily. And that's it. I mean, I'll go more in depth in this, in the future, because it's something that we need to keep, aware of all the time. It's not just when Tudor releases a watch. So, I mean, that's it. Those are my thoughts. Thank you guys for watching episode 37 of Ask TNH. I'm still kind of like vibing the whole episode right now and kind of thinking back in my head. And, there's a lot more I want to talk about, and I will at some point. But right now, let's leave it at that. Shoot me an email, guys.